What is Memorial Day? This is the day we remember and give thanks to those who have given their lives in the sacrifice of our country. When they were needed, they stepped up and did their duty to defend the freedoms we enjoy today. We honor these dead who gave the most precious gift they had, life itself. This they did for loved ones, comrades, neighbors, our country, and for us. Help us honor their memory by being watchful caretakers of the freedom for which they gave their lives. Honor their memory and care for their family members left behind. Freedom is not free. The cost is indeed dear. So never forget those who paid the price for their lives so we may be free. Their names may fade with the passing of generations, but we must never forget what they have done. May we be worthy of their sacrifice. Those of us still here cannot repay the sacrifice of those who gave their lives defending us, but at the very least we can and we must remember them. Sadly, none of the more than 1 million men and women who have died in service to this nation in wars and conflicts since 1775 can be replaced. Most were young, in the prime of their life. Some were husbands, wives, fathers, or mothers. All left a nation that is in their debt. If you ask these heroes before they died how they would like to be honored, most would probably say, take care of my family. We must continue to live up to President Lincoln's promise to not just care for him who shall have borne the battle, but for his widow and his orphan. While Memorial Day is intended to honor our fallen, we must not forget those who have pledged to make the same sacrifice if called upon. The young men and women still serving in Iraq, Afghanistan, and more than 130 foreign lands. We must continue to bear witness for those who never returned from the deserts of the Middle East, the jungles of Vietnam, the forgotten war in Korea, the islands of the Pacific, and the European continent. Freedom is not free. It is an earned benefit that was paid for by the blood of our heroes. Remembering our fallen once a year is not enough. We must continue the legacy for which they died. Let us always remember them. I have a poem here entitled Memorial Day. It was written by a United States Marine, Michelle Christman. He was a Marine from 1987 to 1991. He served in Desert Storm. Now, I read this 2 or 3 times and I thought, this is really what it's about. As we stand here looking at the flags upon these graves, know these flags represent a few of the true American brave. They fought for their country, as man has through all of time, except that these soldiers lying here fought for your country and mine. As we are all gathered here to pay them our respect, let's pass this word to others, is what they would expect. I'm sure they would do it if it were me or you, to show we did not die in vain, but for the red, white, and blue. Let's pass on to our children, and to those who never knew, what these soldiers died for. It's the least that we can do. Let's not forget their families, the great pain they had to bear, losing a son, father, or husband. They need to know we still care. No matter which war was fought on the day that they died, we stand here looking at these flags filled with American pride. So as the bugler plays out that with its sweet and eerie sound, pray for these soldiers lying here in this sacred, hallowed ground. Take home with you a sense of pride. You are here Memorial Day, celebrating the way Americans should, on the solemnest of days. God bless America, and God bless all of you people here today. Thank you.
I'm all here from Charles Sanders, who's the prospective commander for the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
It's great to be here today. I got to be honest with you, it's a humbling experience to be up here with all the veterans, all the families, all the support that this community gives us. Looking around at all the veterans and the families, the support is here. Okay? The ones we're here for today are the ones who passed while in military service. When I see the people here and talk to the people here, there are some who remember a name, a face. They can see in their mind's eye a memory, a snapshot that will be there for the rest of their being. For a lot of people, Memorial Day is just another holiday. We've all done it, we've all seen it. The cookouts, just another long weekend. Now what other people decide to do today is their business, it's their right. I, and obviously you, have decided to take some time out of our long weekend to give thanks to the people that helped make it possible for us to have those cookouts when we decide to go wherever we want on our long weekend. But more basically, give thanks to the men and women who fought and sacrificed for the right that allows us to decide for ourselves what we want to do, when we want to do it. We all know there's places in this world where just those basic decisions are not theirs to make. We also understand we have a lot more than what I just mentioned to be thankful for today. There's a lot of cemeteries in Macon County and Franklin that need to be visited today. Now, although they did not pass in military service, I personally have 3 cemeteries to visit today to say thank you. We have not forgotten my uncle, James D. Sanders, a World War II veteran and one of the charter members of the VFW here in Franklin. Vern Feeney, a wonderful man, my stepfather, a Korean veteran. Wayne Sims, my wife Belinda's father, a Vietnam veteran. I ask you, if you haven't already made plans to visit your veterans, go say thank you. I researched Memorial Day just from my personal knowledge, and unfortunately, I found out that there are some places in the United States that have decided not to recognize Memorial Day, not to officially say thank you. It gives me great pride to live in a community where this is important to our veterans, the community, and to our local officials. I would like to personally thank everyone who contributed to or just attended this ceremony. And in closing, on behalf of the Veterans of Foreign War, Post 7339, I would like to personally and publicly thank all of our comrades who made the sacrifice and cannot be here today. Their memories must live on. Thank you, and God bless.